Friends, colleagues and listeners, welcome again. Here we are with the second part of a short series with management from Hactl in Hong Kong. And the person I've got coming up next is Paul Cheng. And Paul is the Executive Director for Operations. So Paul, lovely to have you on board, sir. Really appreciate it. And we just had a lovely session with Joanna. So looking forward to yours as well.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure, sir. Now, as with Joanna, what I'd just like to do, I explained how much respect I have for Hactl, the amount of time I've been going there since the mid-'80s. And I'd just like our listeners to have a better understanding of what your actual responsibilities and your focus is within the Hactl brands.
Yeah, for me, actually, I'm in charge of the whole operations. For actually under me, we have 3 separate teams, which is so important for Hactl because operation excellence is always important as a cargo terminal operators. So basically, I'm overseeing operation with 3 separate teams. One is we call the terminal service team, which are about the whole terminal operations. Another is a ground service team, which is take care of the freighter ramp handling, crew transport, load share, rig and balance, everything like that. And I'm also in charge of another separate team, which is called customer services, which is actually a team to work closely with the both ground service team and terminal services to ensure that we not just look at the operation, we also take care of what our customer really need, so that we can provide the services up to their standards. And also, most importantly, we make sure that our operations are up to all safety and security requirements.
Very good, very good. Now, Paul, obviously you've covered the expected regulatory and compliant issues, of which I know you're very, very focused, having been there so many times and being familiar with the organisation. But the one that I think is so important these days now, and especially with all the external pressures, from training shortfalls, not being able to keep personnel. At Hactl, you've managed to actually do the opposite. You've got such long-time employees and you've got such dedicated employees. But the thing that leaps out every time I go there is just when you think Hactl is coming to its boundaries, you expand or you do something different. And when I say expansion, you either develop the facilities, you enhance the efficiencies of the process, or you look at the volume increases from however you're able to do it, and also the product development. So, in your opinion, how do you manage to keep expanding the level of services when so many things look as if it's at full scope, or it's ready to burst, because you've managed to do that over the years so well.
Yeah, I think the most important part is that we always been in this industry. What we have seen is that the industry, actually the cargo industry, keep changing. So for us, if we want to provide the excellent services to our customers and maintain the operational stabilities, the first thing come to mind is that you think about how is the industry is evolving. So that's why we have a customer service team to really look at how the industry actually changes, so that we also look at inside how about our facilities, our process, everything. Are they up to what really the market need, and then we can stay relevant. With that in mind, and then we also look at with internally with different departments to look at how we can use technologies, how can we engineer our process to ensure that we can always up to the requirements of our customers, and so that we can actually do something before our customer actually come to us to ask for something. Because when you're always hands on the market, you know that what is actually what's happening. Yeah. I can give you a very simple example. For example, back to 24 years ago, when I joined Hactl, actually at that moment we have such a big facilities. But at that moment, we have large portions about the loose cargo handling. Yeah. But because the industry is changing, we have seen the changes of the pattern. Now there's more BOP in our terminal. Yeah. And that's why once the terminal is built, you can't break down the facility to be built. The only thing is that how can you really re-engineer your process to make sure that your infrastructure, your process, your operation can stay relevant when the industry is changing. So once we have that in mind, so you can craft your strategies and actually to make your operations more relevant and they cope with the requirements of your customers.
Yeah, and I must say, you've done that very well. On the last tour, some of the changes that I've seen, some subtle, some very obvious. It just shows how you keep stepping up. Now, with the like the 6 Ps of success that I always suggest to operations managers. So it's people, premises, process, performance, practices, and patrons. You generally seem to have balanced all of those out and focused on them. Now, what do you see as the biggest USP of what your services are to the customers? Why are you so special?
I think the most important part is that we really listen to our customers. We not just look at what our customer really need. No, I'm talking about not the basic requirement. Because we have so many customers, we actually now is providing one-stop service to our customer. We have a customer base of over 100 customers. They have their own business model. They have their own product and service requirement. So what we are actually doing is that because we got the market informations and we also approach our customer proactively. So we kind of build a kind of partnership with our customer airlines. We are not providing a kind of one shoe fits all solutions. We are actually providing more customized services to ensure that they can grow their business. Because different airlines, they have different requirements, they have different market strategies. So our operation is to provide customized services to help them to grow their business.
No, that's it. Exactly. And do you, like I said, you seem to be able to rebuild yourself or rebirth yourself or re-energize yourself. What do you think are the biggest challenges now you've got ahead for the next coming years?
Yeah. I think we have seen the industry to change very quickly, particularly after COVID, because in the past, we see the cargo industry is more focused on mainly driven by some general cargo, and that is handled by the forwarders. But these days, after COVID, because the consumer spending pattern has changed, there is more e-commerce shipments, and we can see actually last year we see a very significant pickup of the e-commerce shipments that basically almost dominate the market. We see the changes because such kind of changes. They are looking for more shorter delivery time. As a cargo terminal, we need to be very flexible and agile. When all of a sudden, a lot of cargo type change from bulk shipment to the BOP shipments, and they are looking for shorter delivery time, that means that there will be a lot of pressures in your cargo terminal. How flexible you can make sure that your cargo acceptance, your cargo BOP, everything can fit for that requirements. So that is like something we see the changes. Touching on this one of the things we keep looking at is that technologies. These days, because once infrastructure is built, you can't change anything, but something can be done. The thing is the technology, how we can apply the technologies. When I'm talking about technology, it's more about some relevant technologies. Because when you look at your operation, you know what kind of technology really fit for you. And then you pick that right technologies. We have a separate team to work with operations to provide the customers IT solutions. For example, we have different types of dashboard to fit for our operations. We use the AI technology to help us to do the daily tonnage forecast and the weather forecast. These are something we will look at. We pick some technologies relevant to us and which will help us go further. Even in for our customers, they're actually waiting for us because sometimes our customers, they don't have particular idea what they are going to go forward. They know that Hong Kong is a very key market. I want to have a plan for more freighter to Hong Kong, but how are you going to support us? They may not have a very clear picture, but for us, because we have so many customer airlines to handle, we have more clear pictures, and sometimes we will proactively work with our customers and advise them when we see something is changing. We are now to proactively re-engineer our process so that we can have something to ready to support your operation when you have carry more business to Hong Kong.
Exactly. And some of those technological innovations or developments, a lot of that is done by your in-house team who appreciate how the process and practices and ultimately performance has to improve.
Yeah, definitely. For example, actually, a lot of new initiative actually come from our junior frontline staff because they hang on daily operation. They don't really want to read the problem, and so that they can sometimes give us a lot of very good idea. But the problem is that they have idea, they don't know how to get it done. Yeah. That's why we are a separation team. We call performance enhancement team. They have the technical skill sets. They work with the frontline staff. Then they can bring it down, make it become a really work and become a reality. Yeah. The funny thing is that when you really listen to your staff, and you put them into reality, they actually really buy in to what you actually put into practice, your new initiative. So once we put it into operation, everything goes smoothly.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, Paul, that runs through your company and your team is once you start talking to the individuals, you can see the passion and the engagement and the genuine sincerity in what they're doing. And I think that is something that's irreplaceable these days in the business. And I know you've got long-serving employees, which obviously they will start to phase out of the business. But I'm pretty sure from meeting a lot of your new colleagues, they also see great opportunities with staying with Hactl. So I think that's an incredible USP.
Yeah,
Paul,
definitely.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Well done, you. You've got a huge task there, but you seem to be managing it very well. And you're looking good on it. So I don't see many wrinkles or much stress there. So you're obviously managing very, very well.
Thank you, Chris.
And now that I know how old you are as well, okay, it's a compliment. So well done, sir. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.